So we won't be able to kind of really see what decks he's been playing. But before we get into there, some exciting things happened at the end of that particular match, and brought, I guess, Hackdrox a win. Okay, we're going to see Andeemon again, and that's against HSK Pancake. And Andeemon just was on the receiving end of some very, very cool game-finishing plays, and now he has to fight Runecraft again. I wonder how tilted he is.
Yeah, very quickly, that game spiraled out of control. We didn't really get to see it as it unfolded immediately, but it was pretty epic. That was about one of the best finishes I've seen for a while in Dirt Rune, just like drawing the perfects into the perfects into the perfects.
Absolutely.
Alright, so to get started off again, we've got HSK Pancake also playing Burn Rune with kind of a dirtly hand.
It is, it's pretty, stacked with nothing at the moment.
Yeah. Get your boots ready.
Well, Andeemon has got he's got his late game and he's got his draw, so if he can just hit, like, a mid-game card here, if he can get a, Demon Eater anytime soon, he's in a pretty good spot.
Generally, I would say that Dirt Rune has the advantage in the Shadow matchup because of cards like Master Mage Levi and Mutagenic Bolt, and if they play Taboos and all that kind of stuff, but if it doesn't get rolling fast enough and it doesn't get that early game damage in, it might be really hard to close out the game.
True. Pancake actually forcing a card draw here, getting that Lurching Corpse off the board, forcing Illusionist to pop that Cauldron, but Levi's not the best card either.
I actually like this because he can play the next Earth Sigil and maintain Illusionist on the board.
It's a very heads-up play. Plus, it doesn't allow for Necro Assassin tricks in a turn or so.
Ooh. This is not too good for Andeemon. He's drawing like his endgame. Once he hits 7 mana, he's pretty fine, but this is not what he wants to be seeing right now.
Both players with very similar draws, leading towards the endgame, and I think that favors right now Andeemon, because those Mutagenic Bolts you don't really want to be playing when you're even or behind. But if he can push these next couple turns out, which it looks like he's going to be able to, then those Mutagenic Bolts look a lot better. So this is actually looking pretty good.
This is like the Mega Luriel here, evolving the Time-Worn Mage. You get the 4 damage plus 3. Oh my god.
Mega Luriel always feels
swing.
good.
The fact that the Levi can still go face. Oh gosh.
This is looking really good for Pancake now.
Yeah, that's switched pretty fast. Or it kind of snowballed for Pancake pretty fast.
And you mentioned it before, now all of a sudden Mutagenic Bolt looks much stronger, right? You almost don't want to play a large amount of followers because that just makes you take even more damage.
Yeah, you can't. I think that because it's only turn 5, that Andeemon's in a very poor spot. I don't know how he's going to come back this game, honestly. So Master Mage into Mutagenic Bolt or another Levi is just going to end the game in just a few turns here.
So with Mutagenic, he's going to be able to do 4-6 damage this turn, I believe. Or I guess he could use Master Mage here.
Oh wow!
Jeez.
He could use Master Mage. He has a third option: be defensive with Taboos.
If he uses Master Mage, he gets 3, 5, 7.
And then he can just finish off next turn with a Mutagenic Bolt or whatever else. Realistically, it doesn't matter how he orders his cards right now because he can push with the Mutagenic Bolts regardless.
Goes to the more defensive play.
It won't be long now.
It is prior to Eekter can come down, prior to Fang can come down, and sets up just way more on the board.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Ouch.
You thought
like,
Shadowcraft
imagine even a Death's Breath right here, right? Just doesn't save you because of the bolt. So.
Yep. Such a strong card. Transform effects.
Soul Squasher's a pretty good draw there, though. He can play Soul Squasher, evolve it, and pull Lethal off the board. And there's no Earthright, so it actually would stop Pancake from killing him.
The question is how many... So it really is important how many followers he plays alongside that, because that can change whether lethal is available or not.
Yeah, I think honestly we're coming up with things to talk about, but I don't know if there's actually anything that Andeemon can do with the 2 mutagenic bolts in the hand of Pancake.
At the moment, Andeemon is just kind of delaying the inevitable, from what we both know. Yeah.
Alright, so 4. He'll have 4 damage left here.
And with the Master Mage, that'll be that.
GG.
A GG, and does it the classy way, right? Gotta kill the Soul Squasher.
Yep, there it is. Master Mage Levi is pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
It's a pretty sick card. If that's what Levi was like when he was young, what is Levi like when he's a baby? I would imagine. You know,
too good. He's way too good.
Probably a very hard kid to manage, I would imagine. Casting fireballs all over the place and doing whatever he can, you know?
Yeah. Incredibly frustrating, probably. But there it is. The first game will go to Andeemon, unless I keep messing up the names here. Trickster. Oh god, my memory is just leaving me, actually.
You got my memory.
I just see...
I don't know who you're playing at.
Sometimes I honestly just see the crafts as opposed to, like, the players. Because I get so into the game. It's just like, oh, Runecraft won. As opposed to Shadowcraft. But actually a good... I think it was HSK. Pancake, yep. Pancake took the win here. And that's twice now that Andeemon has taken a loss to Runecraft. So I think that might be a little bit of a Achilles heel, if you would. But now...
See, Andeemon's choices here are a little perplexing to me, just as far as like the whole ban and play order thing goes. Like, if his Shadow's left up, not like banning either Haven or Rune, which are both really good against Shadow, actually, seems like a little bit of a misstep. Unless he didn't have another choice. But
Right.
Crystals of snow shimmer.
Well, he has rammed the Shadow into Rune twice now, so it's possible that he believes it to be a good matchup. Ooh, a triple urge.
Interesting. Triple Erd. Interesting.
This is an example of somebody who is way too gullible. You know, got the advertising call once. He was like, "Wow, this is great," and then ended up getting a whole bunch.
I have not seen 3 Erds in a Shadow deck, but really trying to build up on the value of the early game, which feels bad when you're on the draw, especially facing down possibly banish effects.
And we know that possibly is at least one.
At least one.
At least one. Yeah.
I
actually kind of like not banishing this turn and just developing that doggo. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially knowing that Andeemon is holding straight nothing in his hand.
Pancake has probably one of the best early game draws you can have for Haven, being on the play with double Snow White, Hound, Scripture, just all the options.
Ooh, and he's got Garuda and the Tea Time as well. I would be in favor of going very aggressive here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Got all the way from a 2 through a 7 curve. Not bad.
3 shadows here. So if you would choose to use Phantom Howl, that is an option.
And this is actually one of the reasons a lot of people will argue against Erd. It doesn't happen often that if you play 3, you draw all 3 in a row. But this can happen, and this is terrible. Your hand is just this cloggy mess of vanilla 5/5s.
Hey, I mean, you got rid of the ward.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, removed 0 damage from the board.
And now you spend the evolve, and you are left with a 5/3, which is okay. I mean, the Tin Soldier could perfectly remove that.
So can double Snow White if he wants to reserve the Evo, but
Yeah, true.
I doubt that's going to be the play.
The real battle begins.
Yeah, Tin Soldier killing this is very clean.
This
Yep.
must be fate.
Yep, and it leaves a 5/6 body up like we've discussed before, which does not die to Cerberus on the Evo back or the Erd, unless he chooses to play Erd and Evo into it.
Now Necro Assassin.
Well, actually, if he resets the stats with Erd, then it will.
That's true.
But again, like if your turn 4 and 5 are just Erd evolve, that's so weak.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with this draw, he's gonna get slapped by Garuda next turn. Like,
Yeah.
this is not looking good for Andeemon.
And draws a Necro Assassin instead of another Enabler, which doesn't feel good.
Oh my
Necro
gosh.
Assassins and Erds in the same list is has the potential for sure to be extremely clunky, as we're seeing here.
Garuda down. 3 damage to the leader, plus a Tin Soldier, and the capability to evolve for even more damage here.
This must be crystals of snow shimmer in the
I feel bad for
Pancake's board
Andeemon
is
too.
insane.
After getting top decked out by the last matchup, he's just getting steamrolled these games. This
Yeah.
cannot feel good.
And even pretty much hit a wall here.
Yeah. He
Reminds
needs
me,
to Skull Beast into this Necro Assassin and just hope that it hits the 4/5. Or the 4/4. Doesn't matter. You can evolve Necro over either, but
4,
that
4,
needs to happen.
6. He's still dead, right? 6, 8, evolve 10.
Oh, there's still
Well,
evolve
he
left.
can-
Yeah, because if he doesn't kill the Tin
can-
Soldier, yeah.
He can Erd and reset one of the Snow Whites, and then also play an Undying Resentment, and then Evo the Erd.
Oh, true. Yeah.
He's going to be able to evolve and remove both the Snow Whites. Or you can choose to remove the Tin Soldier and one of the
I think
Snow
you
Whites.
have to kill Tin Soldier. Yeah, you have to kill Tin Soldier.
Yeah.
It does 8 on its own, so
100%, yeah.
That's right, yep.
yeah.
So it's a good board clear. Seeing Phantom Howl used as a board clear once again. Necessarily this game, but...
Yeah, for sure. He had to.
Alright.
Interesting. An anti-blood card there for sure.
Very, very interesting that it was such a blowout beginning by Pancake, but if he draws nothing but defensive cards to end this game, Andeemon might be able to scratch this one back.
Yep. I mean, if Haven's just gonna draw nothing the next few turns, things that aren't amulets and Garudas, then yeah, for sure.
I think the one point of concern is that Pancake still has an Evo Orb, and Demon has no shadows for example, Death's Breath, right? Or Extra.
Ah, the 5/5? Just once?
One time!
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh.
That had to happen at some point, right?
Yeah, he had to get it eventually.
Necro Assassin
yeah.
always gets her, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. We started out the day with some pretty lackluster Lurching Corpse Necro Assassin plays here, but
That's true.
I guess it had to finally swing back in favor.
So I'm kind of feeling
technically it
Priest of
was
the Cudgel,
50%. It
Evolve,
definitely
go
could've gone
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
make it easy.
Your evil deeds end now.
Wants to save. Basically, doesn't. It's not about saving really. It's more just about I want to pressure board. I need to finish this game out because I really don't have anything else to do so. So let's go.
Pride of the red brat.
All right, guys. How do you read that name?
Nisha.
Nisha?
Nisha.
I like to go with Noise.
Mouse?
Noise.
Noise!
Okay. You know what? I'm going with that from now on. That's way better.
That's gonna be game. Rip.
Yep.
Oh, Snow White's evolved! Forget it's so weak, sometimes you just forget it's evolved.
Soul Squash. Oh my god. Well,
And
there's
the
one
end
turn
game.
left.
You could just
Yeah.
miss the board. Okay. Or not even bother them missing away the squasher.
Yeah,
Don't care.
I think at this point there's no healing. There's nothing to do. Grimner is still powerful. He's still lifting weights. He hasn't lost
And
his muscle mass yet.
A small point to be made here. Death's Breath. Not so good this game. And why? Because of the shadow dependency. This is why a lot of people are not playing them anymore. Specifically this reason.
Yes.
Base damage Grimner matters.
Yeah.
Being
It's gonna be
judged.
doable.
Just one tick.
1 damage.
Just one tick, and oh my gosh, in tragic fashion, Andeemon just gets rolled straight from winners. He got dropped. He went to Disneyland, went to, what is that ride called? Brings you all the way up to the top, and then just lets
Tower
you fall.
something.
Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror.
Tower Terror.
That was Andeemon's experience right there.